Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us again this week on the SALL Fest Artist Spotlights, where today we'll be interviewing Cherie Oakley. We can't wait for that one. She's a new artist, but she is a powerhouse and a beautiful person. First, I'd like to say thank you to VideoLink for, again, sponsoring this wonderful interview opportunity and giving us the opportunity to meet with Cherie live on Facebook while we're in different places, which is really cool. Guys, if you've never heard of VideoLink, they can stream one high-quality live video from VideoLink servers to up to 25 of your social media sites. It's a pretty great program, so check it out when you get a chance at videolink.com. And also, I wanted to do a quick announcement about the SALL giveaway. A lot of people had some questions. You are not required to go through and complete each entry, each piece of the entry. The only three that are required are the three top ones. So we need your email address, your phone number, and your name so that if you do win, we know who to reach out to. So if you haven't done that yet, please make sure you head over to sallgiveaway.com. That's SALL giveaway.com, and go ahead and put those entries in there. Without further ado, I'd also like to say thank you to our sponsors of the SALL giveaway, which is Deb and Val, the travel gals at Cruise Planners. Thank you. And Lee Oscar Harmonicas. True Oldies radio station in South Florida is helping out and created a pretty awesome promo. If you guys haven't heard it yet, check out their radio station live. It's on their website. And Brian Collins as well. Thank you so much to my fellow sponsors for this big summer giveaway that we're doing here at SALL Fest. Without further ado, let me bring in the beautiful, wonderful, amazingly talented Cherie Oakley.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the party.
Thanks for having me.
How are you today? No problem. It's our pleasure. How are you?
Definitely Monday.
Boy, can't I relate. Well, I am so excited to have you. I have so many questions for you. I'm sure we're going to have some fan questions coming in too. So be prepared, girl, because you're new blood and we've got some stuff to ask. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So we have heard so much about this Turn on the Radio song that you wrote for Reba and Reba McEntire. And I have to ask, what was the inspiration for writing that song? Because, man, it is good.
Well, thank you. Gosh, the
You're welcome.
It was right after this horrible flood happened in Nashville, and a lot of people had lost a lot of things, and our home was spared. And so we had the whole survivor's guilt kind of thing. And so we were surrounded by devastation and sadness. And I had newly been offered an opportunity to have a solo deal. So we really wanted to write something that was going to be fun, a great distraction from the sadness around us. And so me and Bobby Huff, who's also known as JP Twang, on the song, yes, I just totally called him out. And Mark Oakley sat down and sought to write a song that was going to be really fun, really in your face, and sort of be an escape. You know, no matter what you're going through, you can turn that on and have fun and smile. And so that was the original inspiration behind it. And I had no intention of pitching the song or giving the song away or any of that. I wrote it for myself as an artist. But as so often things happen in the music industry that don't go as planned, things kind of began to fall apart for me as an artist. And then Reba heard the song and wanted the song, and I was blown away and gave her the song, and the rest is history. And I'm super, super thankful. She's done a phenomenal job with it, and I'm really proud of it. So,
so that's Yay. It. That is such a great story too. I'm sure a lot of people have been curious about that, knowing that, because that is like a fact that's pretty, like that's the one thing that you find right almost right away when you Google Cherie Oakley. So that is pretty awesome. It's great to hear it too from
Hey,
you. So now I did also read that that song hit, what was it? It was her 60th top 10 single and her 25th
yes.
number one.
Yeah, so it did. It broke some records for her, which was amazing, and it's the most recent number one that she's had. Um, I hope it's not her last, but if it is, that's really an honor.
That is, yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine how exciting, just to even have her sing a song in general. If I wrote it, I would be like, wow, what an incredible, wow. I wouldn't know what else to
Thanks.
say. I'd be like, wow, lady, wow, wow. So, okay. Next question. Sorry, I got a little overexcited. Um, the next question I have is, how did your musical journey, like, how did it begin for you? Like, what got you going?
Ooh. Um, well, my parents met in the theater, and by the time I was born, we were into full-time evangelism as a family. So because they had a theater background, we would sing in the mornings, and then they would write original musicals and dramas that my family would perform at night. So it was encouraged. It was never there was no pressure about it. They didn't force me into it or my sisters. I think it was a love of music that I just naturally had. And then seeing my parents up there, it just looked like so much fun. So all I remember is just always begging to have the microphone. Can I sing more songs? Okay, you've given me one solo. Can I sing another one? Can I sing another one? I would sing 24/7 from the moment I woke up to the moment I went to bed. Everything that I played with, from Barbie dolls to baby dolls, they all sang and performed. So even with my imagination and playtime, it was always involving performing and singing. It's all I've ever wanted to do and all I've ever done. And I got discovered by an agent when I was 4 and a manager at 5, and done a lot of theater along the way, a lot of country festivals along the way. I've sung all different genres, as a solo singer, but then also as a background vocalist. And then came to Nashville off of a tour that I was on, and the last stop was in Nashville, and I got off the bus and I never left. So that's kind of what brought me here. And when I came to Nashville, I started really focusing on writing and focusing on being an artist and what that looked like and what that sounded like, almost from the moment I got here. So it's been a little while now. I've been in Nashville for a little while, and that's really summing up a very long story, leaving out lots of details. But that's kind of the quick version.
No, I mean, I love it though. It sounds like a pretty incredible journey. Getting discovered at, you said 4 years old?
Yeah.
Oh
No,
my
it's
gosh.
weird.
When I was 4 years old, I used to sing the Ariel song when she was getting her voice taken out
Yes.
by the evil witch
Yes.
or the evil whatever. Yeah, Ursula. I couldn't think of the name. It's the mom in me. Did you ever do that when you were little? Did you do that
I mean, I
too?
sang all different for me. It was more like I sang a lot of Annie. I sang a lot of The Sound of Music. I was obsessed with
Oh
people
yeah.
like Judy Garland. Reva was a huge influencer for me because when I was growing up, she was like the epitome of strong, confident, beautiful woman breaking boundaries. And for me, that just left a huge mark on me. And then there was Whitney Houston, Celine Dion. And so I kind of started singing all those. I was a little bit of an overachiever. I was like,
It was that. Oh yeah. You know what? I think I was too, but I didn't have your level going on. It was like it was coming out of me and it was probably more, but it was fun. I had a blast, and Celine Dion was one of my heroes, so I
I
love her.
know, she still
All
is.
right. She really is. So, what does Shine a Little Love mean to you when you hear it? What does it mean to you?
I'm excited for the opportunity. The only other cruise I've ever done, I was like 4, and I don't remember it all. So the idea to get out with make some new friends and some old friends. I know Lance and Lee are going to be out there, super close with them. So I'm excited to get out there, do what I love on a beautiful cruise and enjoy it, and then meet a lot of new people. I'm a people person, so getting out to be able to meet people and hang out with them for a whole weekend, I'm really excited. And then the fact that there's charity involved, it's like, this is awesome, this is amazing. So I'm thrilled to be a part of it. I've never experienced it before, so it's a new experience for me, and I'm just really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am too. Like, this is my first time going too, so it's really exciting just to know, like, kind of see other people's stories and hear other people's stories. It's been like a really like inspiring journey for me so far, so I can totally relate to that. And what has you most pumped up? Like, what is getting you most pumped up about going to the SALL Fest?
I think just being on a cruise, getting warm on a cruise, especially with people, my peers, that's fun. That's exciting. I can't wait to do it. So,
As Eric says, on a big boat. I love it when he says that. He has a way about saying it. It's really cute and funny. So, your newest single is called Work It. I love it. I think it's fantastic. Can you give us a little idea of what made you write that song?
yes. So, thank you very much, first of all.
You're
It is a
welcome.
female empowerment song. It is a celebration of women. So it's not negative in any way. And so it was really important to me to write something that the energy matched the subject matter. I wanted it to be celebratory and fun and up, about women, and so I needed it rhythmically and melodically to fit that as well. But it actually came from a bit of frustration. Being a background vocalist who's toured a lot and then done a lot of studio work, I realized how the shift with it being so heavily male dominated and so few females in country music, it affected every area of my life and career. As a background vocalist, I stopped getting called all the time to do studio work, so that became fewer and fewer. As same thing with touring, because more and more management labels wanted artists to use male guitar players to sing all the female background vocal parts. So that began to be fewer and fewer. And then I noticed as a songwriter, when I would go into songwriting sessions and I'd sit down and I'd have this idea, the minute they would find out it was for a woman, they would flat out tell me, oh, we don't want to write for a woman. We don't want to do that right now. And it was really frustrating, and to know that it was affecting award shows. They actually changed the number of nominees for a couple of categories for women because they didn't have enough women to fill the slots. And that was just so bizarre to me, because I grew up at a time where there were tons of women in country music, which is why I was so heavily influenced by country music. Was there were a lot of women in country music, and all very different from each other. And so it was very bizarre that we were in this place. And I thought, there's got to be something I can do about this, but I didn't know what. So the moment that I was signed to a solo deal as an artist, it kind of hit me one day, this epiphany that I have this amazing platform to do something about this. Something I like to shine a light on something that is a negative situation, but I like to shine it in a way that's helpful and positive and encourages people to think about things. and change things in a positive way. And so that's really kind of the backstory behind Work It. Um, and it was very important to me to shine such a huge light on such a negative thing in a really fun, positive, celebratory kind of a way.
I love that. I feel like you are the embodiment of like the woman who fixes another woman's crown. Like you're that woman to me. Like just listening to your music and your vibe and like kind of reading about you, you just like, I know I said that on the phone, you know, I just had to, you know, I have to say that again because it really kind of, that's what,
Especially
men. I believe you could start a movement with that. I think that would be really cool. And yeah, I support you, girl. get your crown.
Take it. I mean, I feel like women do it all nowadays, and I feel like that's just the average working woman nowadays. So it was a lot of fun. I was really excited for the concept of the video, and you can get it now. It's now turned into this big like workout with Work It, because we do this workout scene in the video because women are very health conscious now, and you know, teaching Pilates, yoga, and you know, aerobics class after a long day of teaching school, and then you know, coming home and you know, making sure all the bills are paid and whatever. So so I really wanted to try to capture that as much as we could. So now it's being played in gyms all over America and Canada, and there's this whole workout to Work It thing, which is really fun. So it's funny how things like that kind of take on a life of their own.
I agree. Oh, that is so cool. In gyms, guys, work out to Work It in gyms everywhere. You got to do it. And that's a great scene too, by the way.
That's right.
It kind of, is it like Zumba that you're doing?
Thank you. No, it was a dance routine that actually the producer Dan Huff's daughter did, but it was not easy. No, it's not a dance, but it is not easy, and it took me forever.
Oh my gosh. But it does sound like a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work, but a lot of fun.
It sounds like, and it looks like it too. It looks like it was a lot of like movement and stuff. And I mean, I like to dance, so I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. But like, you've got some moves, girl. I don't even know if I could do it, even if it was in a routine. But it'd be fun to try.
It took a while.
So, who produced your song? I heard that's a big name.
It was old Dan Huff, who's like the most amazing producer in country music, produced my entire EP, and he produced my single. And he did such an amazing job. It was a thrill to work with him as an artist and to have him be a part of it. So, yeah.
Very cool. And so how did you meet Dan Huff? Wow, that's a pretty incredible.
I met him on vocals. It was actually the Turn on the Radio song that brought me into the studio. Reba asked me to do all the background vocals on her version. And so that's when I first went into the studio and started working with Dan as a background vocalist, and then started one project after another. And so I established a long working relationship and career with him.
Very, very cool. Wow. I mean, thank you for breaking that down too, because I'm sure. But is he a pretty cool guy in person?
Oh, he's the best. Yeah, that's the thing. Like he has, there went my light. He has all these accolades and he's done. There you go. Hey, welcome live TV, right? Or live internet.
Yes.
You can hear my daughter playing in the background too, which is awesome. Welcome. Hang on one second. Hang on. My child is like having a meltdown.
You got it. So sorry. All right, guys, give us one moment. This is called Mom Life. Mom Live. So in case you guys, again, if you have not yet entered to win, Cherie Oakley is doing a giveaway that will be announced on Friday. So don't forget to head on over to www.sallgiveaway.com. That's SALL giveaway.com. I hope this reception is coming in a little bit smoother through our social media networks. I don't know if it's maybe the storm in South Florida here or what, but I hope it's coming in a little smoother for you guys than what we're seeing and experiencing here. And also, guys, if you have not purchased a ticket yet, you can head over to sallfest.com before August 15th. August 15th is the cutoff this year. So if you have not yet purchased a ticket, you can head over and purchase your tickets at sallfest.com. And let's see. We're just going to hang for a minute.
I am back. I am so sorry.
There she
to wrap
is.
this up. Mine fell and split her lip open. So I'm gonna have to wrap this up.
Oh no. Okay.
She's
Well, that's okay.
but
All
I
right.
gotta
Let
go.
me just I understand. I am a mom. I totally understand completely. How do people start following you? How do they get to know the Cherie Oakley and become a fan?
Yes. Go to, so you can get my newest single on Spotify. You can get it on Apple Music, anywhere, digital outlets. You can get it anywhere. My video is on YouTube. You can also see it on gyms and health clubs all over America and Canada. You can also see it in hotels and airplanes. And go to my Facebook page. If you're watching this on my Facebook page now, then you already know. It's Cherie Oakley Music. On Twitter, it's Cherie Oakley, and it is probably Cherie Oakley on Instagram.
That's awesome. And then your website is CherieOakley.com?
CherieOakley.com. That's it. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us today. I hope everything is okay with your daughter. I completely understand mom life. So
I'm sorry. Gotta go. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No, we appreciate you. Have a great day. Guys, thank you so much again for joining us this week on SALL Artist Spotlight. So the SALL Fest Artist Spotlights we do every Monday. Next Monday, we'll start announcing who's going to be interviewed, probably by Thursday. Thank you for joining and have a great day.